This open-ear headset has something going for it, apparently, over everything else on the market, and I've been using these Oladance OWS Pro for the last week or so, and I have to agree. If, like me, you do quite a bit of running, you've probably got your favourite earbuds for the task. Mine used to be the AirPods Pro 2 until they got stolen. Great, these are the AirPods Pro 1, but regardless, I was recently introduced to the world of open-ear earbuds, and it has changed everything. And these are the OWS Pro from Oladance, who are very kindly sponsoring this video. All views are my own, don't worry. And they include some technology which I haven't seen on any other open-ear earbuds, and they're very exciting for that reason. The spec list is quite big for the OWS Pro, hence the need for the spec sheet, so please bear with me. I just don't want to get any of it wrong. So the OWS Pro are made with 100% skin-friendly, medical-grade liquid silicone, and they're designed for wearing all day. And that is pretty handy when you bear in mind that when you put these in their charging case, you get 58 hours of use. You get 16 hours from a full charge, and a 15-minute charge delivers 6 hours of playback. That's pretty impressive stuff, but it's nothing like the standby time, which on these is a frankly ludicrous up to 3 years. And that is down to Oladance's patented energy lock technology, which is, well, I have no idea what it's doing, but that is seriously impressive. As for the sound, it's delivered via independent amps in each bud and multi-magnetic high-resolution speakers that improve clarity and deliver a fuller sound. There's also a second-generation virtual bass algorithm which, you guessed it, provides enhanced low frequencies. And if you're wondering, these do have technology that limits sound leakage so you don't annoy everyone around you. There's just so much tech in these things. So they've also got a dynamic EQ that automatically compensates for loss of frequencies in certain environments, and there's even hearing protection technology built into them, which I'll explain later. The OWS Pro are also IPX4 waterproof and have multi-point Bluetooth switching. And at the time of filming, you can pre-order these today for $229.99. But what's really impressive about the OWS Pro is that they feature a piece of technology called fixed point sound screening, which is a focus mode technology that filters out annoying low and mid-range frequencies from everyday life. And that's supposed to help you focus on whatever it is you're doing, whether it be working or working out at the gym or going for a run, a little bit like noise cancelling headphones and noise cancelling earbuds, only these aren't like either of those things because they leave your ear canal completely open. Are you intrigued? So am I. Firstly, you might be wondering why you'd go for a pair of open-ear earbuds rather than something more traditional like the AirPods Pro, so it's worth explaining how they differ. Basically, a earbud like this goes directly into your ear and it fills the ear canal. So it creates this seal for noise cancelling and for sound performance. These don't do that. These basically hook over your ears like that and sit just at the top of your ear canal, and there's no closing up of your ear, so you can still hear everything that's going on around you. The OWS Pro have special design technology that means there's no clamping force at all. You basically don't feel like these are on your ear. After a while, they just disappear. That doesn't happen with earbuds like the AirPods Pro. I found that after a while, these do get quite fatiguing. You get kind of achy ears and they can be a little bit uncomfortable. You don't get that with these. Secondly, when it comes to taking telephone calls, you can hear yourself perfectly with the OWS Pro because there's nothing getting in the way of your ear. With AirPods Pro, for instance, you have to turn on transparency mode, which is very good, but it's a synthetic version of your voice. And the third thing that I love about open-ear headphones is that you can hear everything. So you can hear your family, you can hear your kids, you can hear the cars driving down the road. You get the idea. You can hear stuff going on around you, but that doesn't dent the listening experience because you can still hear whatever it is you're listening to. And with the OWS Pro, you can really hear what you're listening to. So the fixed point sound screening technology in the OWS Pro is a world's first. There are no other open earbuds on the market that have that stuff built into them. And the idea is that these automatically cut out frequencies that could disturb you from your work or from your workout. Earlier today, I was using these while writing, and I was using my focus app of choice, which is Brain FM. If you've never used Brain FM, guys, please go and check it out. There's a link below. But I was sitting there writing away, listening to my focus music, and it was very similar to wearing a pair of noise-cancelling headphones. Now, obviously, it's not exactly the same as that. These aren't completely encasing my ears, but they do something with frequencies that blocks out noise and still enables you to hear things that you need to hear. And also, if they suddenly encounter a loud frequency, the sensors built into the OWS Pro momentarily switch off the focus mode, which again is very difficult to test, but I did hear things that I know I needed to hear, that, loud bangs or people shouting in the background. That was definitely still evident, even though I could still sit down and really focus on my writing. I've never experienced anything like this before. The other thing that has impressed me with the OWS Pro is the sound, which again, given the technology being used here, shouldn't be as good as it is. Remember, these aren't going into your ear canal, they're sitting just above it and piping music into your ear, which for that reason you'd be forgiven for thinking they'll be tinny, no bass response, not very loud, but they sound great. I think the bass response is really good, there's plenty of detail, nice stereo separation, and if you want you can choose from a bunch of preset EQs depending on your preference for sound. There is a tiny bit of sound leakage, but it's not enough to be annoying to those around you, so that tech that is built into these to prevent sound leakage is definitely doing something. Oh, and before I forget, can I just say a massive thank you to whoever decided to put the touch control here. Basically, it sits on the top of the earbud, so when you place this into your ear, you don't accidentally press it like you do with every other touch control. It's really responsive as well, and I love the fact you can run your finger along it to change the volume, but the key thing is it doesn't get in the way. Oladance also makes a very big noise about their focus on ear health, and that's fairly evident throughout the OWS Pro. The first thing is the fit. So they use something called a 3.1 support structure, which basically distributes the force of these while they're on your ear, so you don't get too much pressure on your ears, like I mentioned earlier, and there's basically no clamping force. You can't feel these at all. And if you care about your ears and you wear your earbuds for long periods of time, that makes a massive difference. Despite that, they're a very secure fit as well. I've had no issues with these falling out while running. They also have something called super smart bone hearing technology, which simulates the working principle of the hearing bone. And that means they can adjust the sound energy for the best hearing protection. Now again, that's virtually impossible to test, and I have no idea how it works, but it's very reassuring to know that they take this stuff so seriously. You might be wondering how I've been putting the OWS Pro to use in my own life, and I found several uses for them. They're super useful at home because I can get on with my work completely undisturbed, but I can still hear what's going on in the other room, and sometimes you need to hear what's going on in the other room. They're great for running because I can hear my favourite podcasts and hear the traffic and not get run over. I know, I couldn't believe he did it. It definitely wasn't ice cream. Oh, bear with me. I'm also using the OWS Pro for taking calls, and the ability to use the fast multi-point Bluetooth switching means I can go from my iPhone to my Pixel phone super fast. But yeah, what a stag do. I've been using them a lot while walking the dog, and because we live in the UK, the water resistance is really useful. They are brilliant at the gym, and yes, you can hear all of the grunting going on around you, but it's nice to be aware of your surroundings as well. And just like all open-ear earbuds, they don't fall out of your ears when you're doing bench presses. I've been super impressed with the OWS Pro. They're a very premium looking and feeling pair of earbuds as well. This is the porcelain white version, but they come in several different colours. I love the case as well, very well made. Everything about them is just convenient, impressive in terms of specs, and they do what they say on the tin. You can hear things very well with these, the sound quality is fantastic, and the ability to both lock yourself away in this kind of focus mode world, but also hear everything that's going on when you need to, is just game changing. As always, I'd love to know what you think, so let me know in the comments below, and if you'd like to check out the OWS Pro for yourself, just click that link below.